Located within Grover Center on West Green, the Atrium Cafe offers more than just food and drink items. Beyond the menu, the student-run cafe provides an educational experience for all. Casey Henderson was once an exercise physiology major but switched to applied nutrition. As a result of her transition, Henderson is now enrolled in Nutrition 3350.
I think nutrition is one of those things that everybody can relate to and everybody can have a part in and always learn more about. So I felt like that was going to be the most direct route to where I wanted to go.
Students in Nutrition 3350 prepare a wide array of hot foods including entrees and sides, which are then sold in meals at the Atrium Cafe.
The first few weeks we learned, simple stuff like how to cut potatoes. It's been really cool being able to not only cook and be able to sell it, but also we each have to do our own menu.
The class goes far beyond just preparing and cooking meals. For the first half of the semester, Professor Dane Salabak allows complexity to steadily notch up, allowing students to become more comfortable with the fundamentals of knife cutting and preliminary meal planning. Although it is Salabak who picks and plans the menus to begin the class, it's the students who get to pick the menus in the second half of the semester.
Part of the planning process is they go through, pick out recipes, they meet with me, they figure out whether or not their recipes are nutritionally sound or serviceable for the Atrium Cafe. They have to go through the process of scaling up for service. By the end of it, I can turn around, hand them a recipe, or just tell them, go get A, B, and C out of the fridge, and they can execute a dish and lead their lab. So they're getting a wide range of culinary experiences and opportunities in the lab.
It's not just nutrition students in the associated lab involved in the educational experience. It's also educational for students and staff from other colleges across campus who visit the cafe for a change in pace from traditional meals.
There's a lot of people in the building that rely on this as their lunch, and especially when it comes to the soup, since we have a soup every single day, people get used to having that hot food, and then the menu is always changing. So that's another part of it that's really nice, is you're not commonly going to get the same meal twice. And it just kind of expands your knowledge as well in that culinary realm.
Recently, the cafe reopened their dining area for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic. By having the space open once again, the Atrium Cafe and its students can help broaden the palates of all who stop in.
Why should you choose the Mediterranean diet? Or how can you cook with low sodium? Or how can you cook gluten-free Italian food, right? Because most people are like, well, Italian food is pasta and it's sauce, right? Well, we can do it a lot of different ways. And so I'm really excited to have the cafe space kind of back open so folks can kind of come in and see everything that we're doing and kind of get a taste of that hands-on experience that my students are afforded.
Another goal is to maintain a waste-free program, meaning no food will go to waste at the end of the day.
I really try and reinforce to my students that if we're not using it as a usable product, how else can we use that before it ends up in our waste stream? Can we compost it? Can we recycle it before it just ends up in the trash?
Having these goals has enabled the cafe to achieve the honor of being one of the only 3-star green certified restaurants in Athens.
Everything from the light bulbs in the ceiling to the aerators that you use on your faucets, all the way down to compostable or reusable flatware and to-go containers. And so what we, again, did at the Atrium was really looked at that rubric and tried to do everything that we could to be as sustainable as possible.
From providing nutrition students experience in the kitchen with creating and preparing meals, to giving customers an opportunity to broaden their palate, the Atrium Cafe is truly a special and unique culinary venue. The Atrium Cafe is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The cafe accepts both Flex Points and Bobcat Cash in addition to debit and credit cards. Customers are encouraged to pre-order meals for pickup between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. For The Post, I'm Cole Patterson.